Station, Texas, Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Plows through the defense. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really, really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Lagway. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And the Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle and Sturdivant. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Looking downfield. It's caught. And he's dragged down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
And the Aggies are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. On the option, he'll toss it. Sweet cut there. Gives him a little breathing room. Picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
From their own 18-yard line, it's first down. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Going to try to get it himself. Crosses the 30. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Craven. Wide open spaces. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Nice complimentary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback moving. He's going to take off. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
The Aggies come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Turning it on! They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Back to throw, it's Reed. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Touchdown, Texas A&M. A great catch and run for 6. When this place gets loud, it starts to sway. They've renovated, reinforced, and still the rafters are shaking.
Yeah, and they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. So many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play here.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam! And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football and keep this defense on their heels.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it. He's stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a first and goal.
Texas A&M 7, Florida 0.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Dropping back, it's Reed. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down and run. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds.
First and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down, 1st and 10 again.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
To the air on 1st down. The short hands, it's Craver. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Got his man quickly. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Aggie!
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Auburn is behind significantly on that scoreboard. This has been a gong show since Old War Eagle took flight today. They're trailing by 14 to Georgia. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Complete downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive points.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd.
There he goes. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down.
At the 30-yard line. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Jackson.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
That's why it's so important to have success on first and second down. They're running the ball on second down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up third and inches.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Good grab behind the line. It's third of it. The Gators get enough to move the chains.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Looking to move, they throw it complete to the left. And from the 11.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback in the first progression.
Touchdown, Gator! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll pull it on the read. He breaks a tackle. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Texas A&M going quickly. Might be calling a hot route. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Craven. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
On the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Here's the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete to the left. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback will keep it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Lagway. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Going right and going deep. Makes the grab on the shot. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. This time it's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. To the sidelines, and he tiptoes his way to a 1st down before going out of bounds. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
He wants it all. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This time he's got his man. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gators will kick it off to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll keep it himself. He's loose. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Aggies can really attack on this second and short. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
And the Aggies come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Leaves it with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The Gators will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Owens. Delivers the stiff arm. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Norman. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Buys a little extra time, trying to find his man in the middle. Snags it down the right side. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. They'll move the wide receiver. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Might be changing the route. Trying to pound it in. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal. It's complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They weren't able to move them an inch on second down. Now it's third and goal. Slams ahead. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Great job being physical in the middle of the defense. Goal line situation, third down, nowhere for the runner to go in the middle of the field, so he tries to use his speed to bounce it, but this ain't high school. This defense has the ability to pursue and chase and get him down.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out.
Aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll call for the fair catch here. action on first down. Pressure coming. He throws into the middle of the field. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Back to throw, it's Flagway. He's going for the big play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Three yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Tries to do it himself on the draw.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
The Gators in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Sturdivant. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has...
Touchdown, Florida! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. They make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Catch in the middle, it's Craver. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. Bully ball on third and short. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Pulls and throws out the RPO. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Well, the ball's barely touched the ground every time this guy's been dropping back so far in this game. That's one of the rare misses we've seen from him so far.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Reed. Flips it out on the screen. There he goes! They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. It's a seam wide open. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll go with a direct snap. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Straight ahead. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Give to the running back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. To the air. It's Lagway. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Back to pass on second down. Got a man, it's Brown. And this one will be stopped for no gain. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
On third down, he drops to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ball. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He's got it, first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Not really a huge decision there. You don't want to give up the football at this juncture of the game, and they're able to keep the drive going.
You know, the head coach here obviously feels like punts and field goals are not going to get him back in it, so put this one on your quarterback. Trust in him to go out and execute and give your team a chance.
Ernie on the Jets.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Glagway. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Was to pass. Quick completion on the out. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man in the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Man, man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. The Gators are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. On the move. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. From the gun, wants to pass. Big guy smells it. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Just drives it between the uprights. And we are all tied up here in the fourth.